It's Friday, September 12th, 2025. Coming up on the program today, hospitalized after the 584th guy busted a nut in the shredded remains of your pussy. Plus, brought Wurst vending machines and a new service that lets you hire scary-looking people to intimidate your enemies. All this plus your voicemails today.
Yo, safe sex is just a fantasy. You lose more than virginity. Thousands catch an STD each day, so if you're smart, you're going to say no way. When you have sex with just one lover, you're having sex with all the others that he or she has had sex with, so even one time you're still at risk for herpes simplex, virus 2, venereal warts, just to name a few, of the 40 plagues called STDs, sexually transmitted disease. Yo, safe sex is just a fantasy. You lose more than virginity. Thousands catch an STD each day, so if you're smart, you're going to say no way. Gonorrhea leaves very few clues. 2 million have a lot to lose. It attacks their organs, tissue, and bones, and damages reproductive zones. Syphilis claims thousands each year. Little red dots soon disappear, but it keeps on growing inside of your brain. You can end up blind or even insane, because safe sex is just fantasy. You lose more than virginity. Thousands catch an STD each day, so if you're smart, you're going to say no way. Chlamydia strikes multi-millions. Worst side effect is stillborn children. 1 out of 4 who get this disease give up their chance to even conceive. AIDS has killed 250,000. 1 million more could soon be chilling. It doesn't just kill the high and gay. No, teens are the highest risk today, because safe sex is just a fantasy. You lose more than virginity. Thousands catch an STD each day, so if you're smart, you're going to say no way.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored by TV listener Whimsical.
Get it together!
I know what abortion smells like. Did you know abortion even had a smell?
This is the biggest watermelon I think I ever seen.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes! Tim Henson back here with you one more time as we wrap things up with the Friday show. Got a great one for you. And yes, we've got another sponsor. Rod or Pay, take it away.
Yes, today's sponsor, Whimsical, writes in and says, I'd like a truly international edition of DV, if possible using a wankery British accent, a la the BBC. I think listeners are missing out on a whole world of fucked up shit due to the primarily U.S. focus.
This is the second British listener who has sponsored an episode of DV that wants me to do a British voice. You heard how bad I was at it the last time around. Although I think the voice he's looking for is more of like a sophisticated newscaster, not Stephen Dawson. It's not right! Ding dong, baby! It's like Austin Powers or something. It's the only British accent I can do, but I'll give it a shot. Look, I found a bunch of news stories that did not take place here in the U.S. So it'll be an international news segment sponsored by Whimsical. Oddly enough, I think only one of them has to do with the UK. Others are like in Japan and shit like that. But whatever, it's international. This is what you wanted. You're sick of everything being so focused on the United States. It's hard. I feel like I do read a lot of stories from the UK, but it's difficult because I don't know if you know this. I live in America, and the U.S. content is just easier for me to find because I'm right in the middle of this shit. Anyway, I will do my best today, Whimsical. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's show. I do have some great audio to share with you. Oh, before we get into anything, programming note, we've had a good few weeks, solid, nice, long shows. Well, I guess it was the quiet before the storm because I'm going to be going back up to Ashtabula next week. There's going to be some short shows. There may actually even be a best of program depending on how long I'm up there. I'm hoping to be back here on Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, there will definitely be new shows. I don't know how long they're going to be. As for bonus segment shows, I'm going to probably push that towards the end of the week. So maybe like one on Wednesday and one on Friday, or one on Thursday and one on Friday, something like that. So I'm still planning on doing bonus shows, but not on Monday. So we'll see how it goes. I just wanted you guys to be aware of that. Now we can get into some fun. I love unhinged city council meetings. They're usually unhinged because of the general public. When they're allowed to get up and speak for 2 minutes, all hell breaks loose. Oh, it's like they've got like just a tiny little taste of power, right? It's like the people on the city council have to listen to you. You know, you've got the microphone for 2 minutes and you can say whatever you want.
But going back to what Donald Trump has done for America in 50 years, in which white motherfuckers like you and me haven't done, is bring to the attention that illegal, undocumented criminal activity is unwelcome in the United States of America.
Yeah, Donald Trump is our law and order president. I mean, I know that's what Donald Trump says, but the people that like repeat this, like his followers, they kind of have blinders on. You know, like Donald Trump is not your savior. He's not the first politician to talk about illegal immigrants and wanting to do something about them and deporting them and yada, yada, yada. All right, but that's not really what makes this clip unhinged. It's the next part.
Of America. So bury the niggers. I intend to do my part. Send the Jews back to Israel.
You know what I mean? It's not really about illegal immigrants. It's about what he calls the N-words and the Jews, who are here legally, by the way.
Fight your own holy wars. Mr. Mayor, can you get control of your quorum here? It seems to be very disruptive. So in my closing argument...
You're not on trial, sir. The closing arguments.
The hell with Jessica Acuna and the vice mayor of Cudahy, Miss Cynthia Gonzalez.
Uh-oh. Audio problems.
If we could have the next speaker, please.
I think his mic got cut off. And the audience's mic has been turned on.
If
so
you could
we are going
please
to go ahead
the next
and
speaker,
get off the
please.
dais right now. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break.
Let's go get lunch. Calm down.
And we'll be back in a little bit.
Your time has elapsed. If we could get
I think the guy is still talking, but his mic is off.
If we could get the next speaker, please.
I just love that. I love it during city council meetings. You can say anything, right?
Your time's up. Let's go, guys.
If we could have the next speaker, please.
We go.
I mean, this is why I play so many clips from here in America. We're just extra fucked up here. America is the Florida of the world. I'm sure you all heard about Charlie Kirk. He was a very popular right-wing political activist. He tried to get like college kids motivated. And boy, were they motivated yesterday. One in particular, he was motivated to do something Charlie Kirk's probably not on board with. Motivated to blow his head off. We don't know exactly who the shooter is, because the two people that have been detained so far turn out to have nothing to do with the shooting. Good job, guys. First step, look for someone with a gun. These guys are like, I don't even own a gun. It was a very short questioning session. All right, so yeah, we don't know who exactly shot Charlie Kirk. The video is pretty brutal. He was on some college campus, I think in Utah, getting ready to debate liberals or something, and someone just shot him right in the neck or head, and he was gone. I mean, you could tell in that video it was lights out. What's interesting is, people are acknowledging this is what happens when everything is so hyper politicized, and if you disagree with someone, you're the fucking devil. Everyone who doesn't agree 100% with your politics is vilified, and then radicalized people take matters into their own hands. Pow, pow, pow. That being said, even people who love Charlie Kirk, they start fighting with one another over the stupidest shit. Even people on the same side can't agree on the simplest of things. Take, for instance, Congress. House Speaker Mike Johnson got up and said, look, we're going to take a moment to pray for Charlie Kirk, which is kind of weird. It'd be one thing if he was a politician, he was in Congress or the president or something, but a political commentator. All right. We know you love the guy. He raised a lot of money for you, but whatever. Why are we wasting time in Congress with this stupid bullshit? By the way, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. You're in Congress, though. You have the power to do something about this, gun laws, mental health laws. Work on the problem. It's at the same time, Charlie Kirk, his head was fucking blown off. The news actually interrupted the Charlie Kirk breaking news with breaking news that there was another school shooting happening. So yeah, it's a problem. But anyway, okay, so we're going to say a prayer for Charlie Kirk. Cool. Members of Congress could not agree how to do that. Shh. Class. Yeah, they treat members of Congress like children. Settle down. Get in your seats. Shh.
The chair would ask that all members present in the chamber and those in the gallery please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family.
Okay. So far, so good. Everyone's on board. But it was a silent prayer, you see. Just kind of like a moment of silence.
What purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise?
Oh, and there's a bit it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. She wants prayer out loud.
Let's wait a minute.
Oh, I heard her say the word fucking, right?
Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order.
I can't understand what she's saying, but I can pick out the word fuck.
The House will be in order.
Yeah, right. The House hasn't been in order in a very long time.
The House will be in order.
Shut the fuck up, bitch! This is why we want to take away your rights, because you yappy broads can't keep quiet. We're trying to pray here.
The House will be in order.
Yeah, you can say that as many times as you want. Not happening.
We will join prayer right after this, okay? The chair lays before the House a communication.
I guess next they're going to break off into a smaller prayer group.
The House will be in order.
Ooh. Forceful, Daddy Mike Johnson. You know what happened when he did that? Nothing. The House was not in order. All right. There we go. Nope.
Thank you all.
She's still screaming. Oh, I just looked through the comments, Doug. Colorado. It wasn't Marjorie Taylor Greene. It was the other one. Lauren Boebert was the one making a big stink there. You know, the one who was given a blowjob at the Beetlejuice performance or whatever. What was it? Just a hand job? She's very religious. She needs her prayer to be out loud. Now, guys, I understand, probably half of my audience is right-leaning. And you were everyone was shocked to see what happened to Charlie Kirk, and no one wishes that he had died like that. Obviously, people on the right are a little more saddened, worked up over his death. Understandably, I'm sure if someone, I'm trying to find the equivalent on the left to Charlie Kirk, like someone from Pod Save America, like one of those guys. If they were shot, I'm sure liberals would be very, very sad as well. Liberals don't really have an equivalent. Like, the right has way more popular speakers and activists, right? Hard to come up with a good example. But anyway, it's fine to be upset and cry, I guess. There's a lot of people, though, who can't process their emotions properly about Charlie Kirk's death. Like this guy.
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life.
Now, this is not a family member of Charlie Kirk or someone who knows him well. It's just like a dude who watches the Charlie Kirk show. Calm the fuck down. He can't just say that he's sad. He's sad that he died. He can't believe this happened. He's got to put on that manly, I'm so fucking pissed off. I'm going to hunt these motherfuckers down and kill them myself. Snap their necks. Okay, sure you are. It's okay, dude. You can cry about your guy dying. No one's going to think you're a pussy. Well, some people might think that, but still.
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. I just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah.
Already with the they. They killed him. Oh, you know who they were. Look, there's no coordinated effort to kill right-wing influencers. Just like there's no coordinated effort to kill left-wing people. Not some great plan put into action by the Democratic Party or, you know what I mean? You think that Democrats are that organized? No. When Nancy Pelosi's husband was home alone and someone broke in and stabbed him, hit him over the head with a hammer. This wasn't some sort of vast plan. It was like one nut job. And, there's a lot of nut jobs out there. So, one of the nut jobs got to Charlie Kirk.
Right here in Utah.
Ah!
I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president.
Okay, well, let's not get carried away.
I'm so pissed right now. Why do they always come with fucking violence? Gosh damn it. Use your freaking words as they're talking to you people. Who shot Charlie Kirk? I'm driving in a Provo right now. I'm so pissed. Damn it.
I felt the same way when the mother from Arrested Development died. I've been in your shoes, dude. He's not the only one blowing a gasket.
You motherfucking animals!
Again, insinuating this is some grand movement. This was a plan that all liberals had in mind. I don't think, if liberals had their way, I don't think they'd start with Charlie Kirk. Remember when they tried to do this to Donald Trump? I mean, they got really close. We still don't know a lot about that shooter. Most people say he was actually a Trump supporter, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know if I buy that. But still, it was one nut. By the way, that nut is an amazing aim. I saw, the shot. This is someone who knows his way around a gun, What I'm saying is, I think the gays are off the hook for this killing. Most of us don't have a lot of experience with firearms. Thank you. They're so heavy.
You liberal, progressive, deranged fucking animals. You are so hateful.
While I agree that the person who shot Charlie Kirk was filled with hate for the man, I gotta say, the way you're talking indicates that you're pretty hateful as well. You goddamn motherfucking animals! I understand she's upset, but do you have to be so guttural?
In your hearts, to go out and shoot a young man who's never hurted anyone.
Hurted. When I hear someone talk like that, I'm like, I can't respect any of your opinions. Sorry. And this is coming from someone who can barely speak himself. A lot of people have commented that last guy and this lady looks like they're just trying to go viral. They're bad actresses, bad actors. This is fake outrage. It's all acting. It's performative.
With Christian values, a young, beautiful family, a father, a husband, a friend, a son.
A lover, a fighter, a dreamer, a doer, a laugher, a crier, a bottom. What?
You shot him! Why? Because you didn't agree with his politics? Because you didn't agree with his ideology? That's the reason why he deserves to die? You fucking animals!
Got another person who does not know Charlie Kirk personally, but has some big emotions. What's funny is we don't even know. We could guess the motive of the shooter, but we don't. First of all, we don't even know who the shooter is. No information about actually what in particular he disliked about Charlie Kirk. Maybe they went to junior high together and Charlie Kirk was an asshole during gym class, wouldn't pass the basketball to him. Who knows what sets people off? Everyone's just jumping to conclusions. It must have been those liberal animals. It probably was liberal animals, but save the outrage till we know for sure, I think some of these people were just looking for an excuse to lose their goddamn minds, and this is it.
This video's in regards to Charlie Kirk, and this video's for the fucking liberals.
Uh-oh.
It's war, motherfuckers. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. And spare me your fucking self-righteous bullshit lectures. I don't give a fuck. We're coming for you.
Well, this should just end well for everyone, huh? Grab your guns, freaks. It's civil war! Meat Skelton must be so excited. Finally, our chance to win one. Oh, I know what side he's going to be fighting on. Oh, by the way, Mead Skelton messaged me. He heard that I wanted him to record a song for DV, and he says, "Hey, Tim, I would love to write a song for Distorted View. Please give me 12 words or phrases you would like me to include. Let me know what length you prefer." He only wants $25. I think we can do a bit better than that for Mead. He goes on to say, I can try Yankee Doodly style or something of your choice. Anything but rap or metal. I mentioned this on yesterday's Sideshow exclusive episode because I wanted you freaks to chime in with your suggestions. What words or phrases should we give Mead to include in the song? I am thinking we should go with, a style of music he's comfortable with. So Yankee Doodle music is fine. Although I kind of like whatever it is, Black Lives Matter, that song, and Pervert Marriage. I want something in the vein of that. Sideshow member Blanche already emailed in with some DV words or phrases. Words like jagoo, chicken tetrazzini, why this man have to have such a sweet rectum, I just stuck my finger in my dick hole, beta male, glass meat clocks, ting, our phone number and voicemail line, killer suntan, I like candy, processed cheese, brings me to my knees. Blanche also thinks that he should do his Yankee Doodle bullshit because it's in his wheelhouse. Let me ask you freaks, what words or phrases or concepts should Mead include in the song? Email me, show@distortedview.com, and in the subject line, just put Mead or Mead song, something like that, so I can find it. And this needs to be done relatively quick because I would love to have Mead start working on this soon. What a great way to round out our 20th anniversary year. A new song just for Distorted View Daily by the one and only Mead Skelton. Speaking of unique music, I'm kind of a Van Halen fan just because my sister was a Van Halen fan. She had a bunch of their records and tapes and stuff. So I like their music, even though I was a bit young when they were super popular. There were two eras of Van Halen, one with David Lee Roth as the lead singer, and then the second major era was with Sammy Hagar. Now, during the David Lee Roth years, one of Van Halen's popular songs is a cover of a Kinks song called You Really Got Me. Here is Van Halen's cover, just to give you a little idea of what it sounded like. Yeah. All right. That's David Lee Roth, his signature voice. I'm sure most of you have heard a version of this song. Yeah. You've never heard a version quite like this, though. David Lee Roth was performing just a few days ago in San Diego. He was not performing with Van Halen. This is a solo thing. He doesn't get along with Van Halen anymore. He's getting up there in age. He's 70 now, and it's hard to hit some of those notes, but Jesus Christ, this is rough. Oh. You're like, what the hell is that? That's not him singing. Those are his backup singers. David's mic is on. I see him singing, but I can't hear him. His background singers sound great. Let me fast forward. He's doing that thing he knows he can't hit the notes properly, so he's really switching things up in an exaggerated way because then maybe people will think that he meant to do this, right? I found some other songs he sang at that same performance, and they're not as bad. Here he is singing Panama, and he gets up there in that David Lee Roth. Ow! 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 Like that. That's pretty good, right? I guess Panama is an easier song to sing because you can't understand what he's saying normally. He's like, "Meow! Meow!" Just a lot of noises. David Lee Roth is pretty great. I kind of like him. I remember someone isolated his vocals and turned it into a soundboard that we used to use on the show occasionally. It's just a lot of wow! Oh yeah, here it is.
Oh yes, yeah.
He sounds. He's older now, but the sound is still there. It sounds like him.
Yeah.
These are all different, by the way. All different variations. There are a few where he actually speaks. Here, little sound clips.
Goddamn damn it, baby, no, I ain't lying to you. I'm only gonna tell you one time. Ah, yeah. Oh, God, I'm running. Ah, yeah.
Okay, you get the idea. David Lee Roth, what a legend. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. Not a member of the Distorted View Sideshow, what are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Become a true and honorable freak today. When you sign up, you gain access to all the exclusive shows we do throughout the week. That's full-length exclusive shows. We usually do 2 of those a week, and then, of course, 2 bonus segment shows. Sign up right now, and you can hear everything we've been up to this week and in prior weeks. Again, even though next week we're going to be doing some shorter shows, I will be doing Sideshow exclusive episodes and bonus programs as well. Membership's very inexpensive, only $9 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Sign up over there at distortedview.com unless you use Spotify. In that case, you'll just sign up in the Spotify app. Just search for Distorted View. Easy peasy. Other ways to support the show, we've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. Pledge $5, get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. Pledge $20, and occasionally I send out DV merchandise. This month, I will be doing that. As a matter of fact, when I'm up in Ashtabula, I plan on working on getting these out. So if you would like to be a part of this merchandise drop or gift drop, whatever you want to call it, sign up right now. Go to patreon.com/distortedview. Pledge $20. This time around, we are doing Distorted View stainless steel travel mugs. We've never done a travel mug before. They are 100% stained steel, powder coated, double wall insulated with a lid, baby. These are brand new. They did not appear in the Distorted View store last Christmas, so you freaks who are patrons will get to see these things for the first time when they're in your grubby little hands in the next week or 2 when I get them out to you. I will be posting something on Patreon just to show you what they look like, what you guys could be expecting. But yeah, this time around, we're going to do travel mugs, and then the next drop will be right before Christmas, the big holiday drop. So, again, pledge $20 over there, patreon.com/distortedview. One final way to help support the show, we have got a little promotion we're running where you can sponsor an episode of DV. Just PayPal me $25. You can do that show at distortedview.com, or you can go to paypal.me/distortedview. Just let me know who you are, what your name is, what you want me to talk about on the show, any audio clips, or, if you have any requests, something like that. Just, make it simple. You've heard how it's been going with my sponsors. Thank you very much to everyone who has forked over $25 to sponsor an episode of DV. Got a couple more on deck in the next week. Plenty of slots available now, so go ahead and, sponsor an episode. 3 very quick stories now. First up. Right, Timothy Hansen here at the Distorted View Global News Desk in London. Let's check out some of the stories we got for you today. Am I doing a British accent or Australian or none of the above? Oh, this could not be what Whimsical had in mind. Let me try a more sophisticated British accent.
Time is now 7:31. Here are today's global headlines. Germany is seeing a financial boom thanks to the ever-growing trend of sausage vending machines. Hungry Germans craving a sausage in the dead of night are increasingly turning to vending machines for their bratwurst, bockwurst, and barbecue meats. The machines are booming outside German cities, where shops are less likely to stay open for long hours. Quote, especially in structurally weak rural areas, vending machine solutions are becoming increasingly popular. That's Heike Richter, an industry spokesperson. He goes on, there's a strong development towards the...
I'm not even doing an accent now.
There's a strong development towards the vending machine, which is used to deliver meat, milks, eggs, and other products to customers outside of core opening times. Other stocks like eggs, milk, butter.
I can't do it. I can't do it for that sustained length of time. I'm sorry. Vending machines also stock eggs, milk, butter, and fruit and vegetables. There's no reason to go to the grocery store anymore. Just do all of your shopping at 3 a.m. inside a shitty laundromat. Just find a vending machine that has some bratwurst and you're good to go.
Elsewhere in the world, nearly 1,000 adult performers and content creators descended on Amsterdam last week. It was Europe's largest pornography conference, an event where the business of sex collided with anxieties over AI, plus burnout and an increasingly saturated market.
Kind of sounds like a bummer of a place to go. You know what I mean? Like everyone's depressed.
I'm a professional slut. I've made this my career. Hard to even get noticed these days. I'm producing some good work here, but all of my videos are being buried under 10,000 amateur clips, filmed on a fucking iPhone, repackaged OnlyFans crap, or worse, AI slop. I'm going hungry here.
Workshops were blunt. Veteran U.S. porn star Brittany Andrews urged newcomers to treat OnlyFans clips like any other gig. Stay consistent or subscribers will vanish. Good advice. Attendees included Ukrainian models in sequin bras, British creators boasting about marathon sex stunts, and executives pitching new technologies that promise to stretch human performance further, or at least their assholes out further, or replace human performers altogether. AI entrepreneurs stole much of the spotlight. One programmer showcased hyper-realistic computer-generated choking and rough sex clips, promising avatars of well-known performers who could deliver custom sex on demand endlessly. I guess that's like, okay, say you're a porn star. Your name is Slinda Siemens. Instead of performing, if you have a virtual version of yourself, an avatar, right? Someone has taken video of you and pictures and they process this into a 3D creature, AI bot. You could then prompt it, right? So if a guy comes in and he's like, I would love to see you squat and take a whole traffic cone up your gash. She could just type that in. All right, my avatar squatting on a traffic cone. And then it generates a video and then you can send it off to that little pervert and collect the cash. I think that's what they're talking about here. Quote, fans want what creators don't have time to film, the man said. British startups pitched digital twins, AI porn doubles frozen at their most marketable age to extend career longevity. Well, this is some dystopian shit. I love it. The biggest buzz came from creators competing to push limits. British performer Lily Phillips, who once filmed herself with 100 men in one day, now plans to target widowers for her next viral stunt. We're going to have guys killing their wives just so they could be considered a widow and get to bang Lily Phillips. Yeah, she plans on targeting widowers. Rivals claim to have bested her with 1,000-man challenges. One Australian creator was hospitalized after a 583-man shoot, a reminder of the risks in the race for attention. Behind the exuberance, there were reminders of strain. Some performers spoke of pneumonia, stress, and depression brought on by relentless production schedules. Support groups handed out leaflets on suicide prevention. Jesus Christ, this convention has gotten dark. At the same time, Pornhub and rival platforms face scrutiny over incest-themed titles. It's not incest if it's a stepmom. We've already dealt with this issue. We've perfected the porn. Yeah, not just incest-themed titles. The platforms face scrutiny over violent scenes and regulatory crackdowns. I know a lot of states here in the U.S. Sorry, Whimsical, for bringing up the U.S., but they're requiring IDs before you can even look at the porn. The numbers, however, underline why performers keep coming. Insert jizz joke here. OnlyFans creators shared $5.8 billion in earnings last year. Its owner collected $701 million in dividends alone. Analysts know the industry's imbalance. The top 1% of creators take home a third of all revenue, while the median account earns just $180 a month. Wah, wah. As one young British performer put it, every girl takes photos of themselves in pretty lingerie. Then you find out you can make money from it, but it affects every aspect of your life forever. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth that $180 a month on average? I still think most women would say yes. A little extra spending money, nothing wrong with that. Now, as we continue this very international news segment, let's head east. Far east. I'm talking Japan, baby. Now, in the past, we've learned that in Japan, you can rent people. Not prostitutes. It's not a sex thing most of the time. But you can just rent companionship. Or maybe you need someone to be your grandmother for a day. Or a sibling, or wife or something. Well, now you can rent scary people to intimidate your bullies or maybe a cheating spouse or annoying neighbors. Freak the living shit out of them. This is actually a brilliant idea. Japan really is just living in the future, huh? Apparently, it was too good of an idea. I believe the service has since been shut down. The service called Rental, Kawahito, literally rent scary people, launched last month, promising to dispatch men with shaved heads, tattoos, and burly physiques to accompany clients in personal disputes. Promotional photos evoke the appearance of Yakuza enforcers, and the website openly suggested using them to confront adulterous partners, collect unpaid wages, or silence workplace tormentors. While marketed as a novelty in Japan's growing rent-a-person industry, the service quickly sparked alarm. Legal experts and online commenters questioned whether sending intimidating figures to pressure others amounted to extortion. Some noted the company listed no official registration details, office address, or licensing information, only a line messaging account for contact. Critics likened the scheme to traditional gangster tactics. Quote, "They're pretty blasé about intimidation being their method of choice," one commenter wrote. Others joked about rival disputes escalating into scary people versus scary people showdowns. Rental Kawahito announced its closure on August 31st, citing various circumstances. See what all that negative press did? Got them shut down. The shutdown followed weeks of scrutiny and speculation that the service blurred the lines between a quirky sideline and criminal enterprise. Industry observers say the episode highlights both the creativity and potential risks in Japan's rent-a-person sector, where customers can already hire stand-in relatives, partners, or companions for social appearances. Unlike renting a fake grandmother for a wedding, paying for muscle looked too close to mob work. So unfortunately, the service is no more. Stupid online crybabies always have to ruin a good thing. That's your rundown as to what's happening in the world today. Stick with the BBC for the latest. I'm Gemma Davenportshire. Stay tuned for reruns of the classic British comedy, I Do Say. Chip, chip, cheerio, good day. That's how everyone signs off on BBC News, right? Anyway, I hope this was satisfactory to you, Whimsical. This is the best British accent I can do, right? Oi! What is that? Like, I always hear that. Like, British people sometimes will be like, oi! Crazy language you got going there. All right, let's do a couple voicemails now and get the hell out of here. All right, love to hear from you freaks. Many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/DistortedView Show. You know all the ways to contact me.
Hey, Timmy, this is Lars from California.
Lars.
I'm one of your earhead listeners. Listening to your Friday show with Jesse Lee Peterson interviewing the Martian pyramid guy. You mentioned Richard Holtman, and I recall growing up that Richard Holtman was one of these
God, I wish your fucking call would be a little more clear.
authors who wrote all of these books about how the ancient relics on Earth, the pyramids, Machu Picchu, the Nazca Plains in Peru and all that, were evidence that we were visited by space aliens, and the space aliens actually built all of those things on Earth because our primitive people, aka Black and South American indigenous people, were not capable of such technological feats. So I kind of find it hilarious that the idiot is interviewing thinks that the reverse is true.
Couldn't quite understand all of it, but he was saying when he was younger, he heard a nut job talk about how space aliens came down and created the pyramids on Earth because the people who were down here on Earth were too stupid to do it themselves, couldn't figure it out. Meanwhile, the guy that Jesse Lee Peterson was interviewing was like, you know, our black people were so smart, we flew to Mars to make pyramids. Whatever.
Hey, Jackie, Tim Blanche here. Yeah, I'm calling it a third time. Sorry about that. I just had some extra thoughts, but I forgot on my other two fucking voicemails. Anyway, I'm listening to today's podcast. It's Monday, something, who gives a shit? And you're talking about Lord Douche saving ice cream pint containers, and
yeah,
I kind of find it fascinating why he would do that. And I mean, personally, my mom used to do that. She would save every goddamn...
Yeah, because she probably lived like during the Depression or something, or remembers her mother acting that way.
We'd go to the grocery store, and she would save every one of those fucking plastic bags.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd have a million of them.
So do we, yes.
And I think it's because my mom grew up super poor, so
Yeah,
I wonder
that makes
if
sense.
Lord Douche the same way. I mean, quite honestly, Tim, I feel like you're sitting on a gold mine, my friend, because that shit is fascinating. You run a successful podcast. You're very, you're a funny guy, but we only get to hear your side of the story. If I was a rich man, I would pay you a ton of money so I could hear Lord Douche's side of the story. It could be like the goddamn best fucking reality podcast ever.
Yeah, what would be? It would be like an hour of just fighting.
So like, Lord Douche say that
he said I could. He said he might be willing to do it if I change his voice because I've got the voice changer.
All these ice cream containers, and then we could hear his fucking side of the story.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim does this, and it's just
that's true.
I don't know. I'm rambling.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, there are things that drive him crazy about
I love
me.
the show. Would love to hear from Lord Douche one of these days, or at least can you ask him why are you saying all this shit? I'd like to hear the reason. That's all.
I feel like I have, and the answer is perplexing. It's like I couldn't even relay it back to you.
This is Lars from California listening to the show today about...
Hey, we just heard from you, Lars. Stop it. You've got the worst fucking phone. Get a new phone. New iPhones are coming out.
Hey, Tim. It's Promo Code Freak. I have two questions for you. How does somebody like Lord Douche, who has the most particular taste in Butterbell, be so willing to collect the most useless, inane bullshit? Also, how does somebody else who has a collection of empty soda cans complain about such a collection? Just,
Well, it's the thing is, it's not a collection, what he's got. He's got a stack of shit.
Curious. Also, today is my birthday. I would love to hear Richard Simmons sing Happy Birthday, Promo Code Freak, but is there any way to get Richard Simmons to do a promo video for Adam and Eve and hear what his favorite sex toys were?
I don't know. I don't know if he's available.
I'm available. I got nothing to do. I'm just sitting here in the afterlife waiting for someone to call upon me. It's Promo Code Freak's birthday. It's your birthday. You're another year older. It's your birthday. And my favorite sex toy just happens to be the Renegade Handyman's thrusting P-spot massager and C-ring. Thrust till you bust with the prostate massager and cock ring. Only $80. Make sure to use promo code FREAK and you can get up to 50% off just about any item using promo code FREAK. AdamandEve.com.
Thank you very much. Promo code FREAK. And also thank you very much, Richard. By the way, yes, it is $80, that Renegade Handyman thrusting. When you use promo code FREAK, it brings the price down to $40. So yeah, you can get 50% off the thrusting prostate spot massager and cock ring with remote. You'll also get free shipping and a bunch of free gifts. So there you go. What a great voicemail, and what turned out to be a commercial for Adam and Eve. Always love working that in. All right, we're going to end it right there, guys. Thank you so much for all the voicemails. Keep them coming. It's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660-GOD. Is it oh God?
This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Thank you so much for a great week of programs. I'll be back on Monday to do this all over again. Until then, bye, everybody.
Y'all, why the fuck I shitted on myself? Bitch!
It's Friday, baby. Fuck. Yeah, it's the weekend, baby. Fuck. Yeah, Friday, baby. Fuck. Fuck. The weekend, baby. Fuck.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.